What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another study. I will be covering my US 30 shorts I took and I posted in the Discord. But yeah, let's get right into this. So starting off on the hourly, what do I see here? This is, by the way, Monday price action. So I've rewinded it to around London close to where I took the entry. But yeah, so let's mark this up. So actually, you probably see even better on the 15. But you can see we had a big sell-off, okay, at 10 o'clock, taking out the lows here. Or sorry, even this took out the lows. Then we pulled back. This spiked above this high and left equals here. Okay, perfect. And then we sold off. And what do? We respected this low to the left, leaving equals. So this was now an area that I wanted run in the future. Okay, and then price went bullish from there. Going to the 5-minute here. Price went bullish all the way up, respected the highs, inducing sellers. False reaction down, and then bullish move to the upside, clearing all of that liquidity and trapping all of those sellers. Okay, that's the important part here. Now, what do we see on? You can see on the 5, but I'll just go on the 1 so it looks a little easier. But we've run up, okay, and then we get a sell-off, clearing the low here. What does that now do? This induces sellers. So we want to see price above here at the least first. Okay. We spiked above. Now, I waited for price to spike above like this, and now I waited for a liquidity block to form on the 5. And that was how I took my entry. So we can see a 5-minute candle here. That was going to be my entry, like this. Stop above. And where are we targeting? Well, since we've had such that big move to the upside, now we have an inducement low here, and we have an inducement low down here that we need taken. So that was my target. And then also don't forget the higher time frame target over here. Okay, so very simple stuff. Trap the sellers, and our price should come down. And on the way, we should be reacting off these bullish areas, inducing buyers, and then continuing down. Maybe even at the low here, induce buyers again, and continue down. So this was Monday's price action. And we get tagged in, we kind of hang around at the highs for a bit, and then we start moving to the downside. And then we finish off New York session in this area here. You know what, we didn't even tap that, but we'll go into the 15. I believe we tapped like a 15-minute. There it is. So we're just inducing buyers here, which is completely normal. We now have some more liquidity tucked below this low. Cool. So now this was my first entry. I took partials when we entered this area because it was the end of the day, and I just assumed we weren't going to go any lower for the day. So I did take partials in and around this area here. And yeah, so now we are in Asia session of going into Tuesday. Okay, well, let's mark out what we see so far. So price took this low, okay? That induces sellers into the market. So now we want to see price above this high, right, to trap the sellers, grab that liquidity, then maybe continue off. What do we see over here? Well, right away, my eyes get attached to this liquidity block. Perfect. Okay, so we go even lower into the 15-minute area, still respecting it. Lots more liquidity to the lows. And then we go bullish, trap those sellers here, okay? And same thing, look what we've now done here. Oops, sorry. Price runs up, takes this high, takes this low. Now we need to see sellers trapped, okay? And look how we've been building liquidity right at these highs here. So now look at this. We can possibly see a run of that liquidity, run of that build up here, taking out these highs and tapping that liquidity block. Just like that, perfect. Tapped right into it. This would have been an entry. Unfortunately, it was 5:30 in the morning. I'm not up yet, but that would have been an entry here. And you could have targeted here and then the lows down here. Okay. Oops. Cool. Move lower. Okay, now we're entering New York session. The volatility is going to be a little higher for this specific pair, especially around New York Stock Exchange. 9:30 there. But yeah, cool. So we sell off, top that liquidity block, we sell off. Now we run through these lows here. Perfect. How can we get involved in this? Oh shoot, you know what I just did? I literally skipped by my other entry on accident. I wasn't paying attention to the time. I'm gonna pause here. Actually, I'll do this for you guys. I'm gonna pause here for a second. Box. I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds to try and see how I took my entry here. Okay, it's within this red box. All right, try and identify the buildup, and then where the liquidity is gonna be and how we can enter the market here. Okay, I hope you guys were able to see it. I'm gonna mark it up now for you. Let me grab it over here. No problem. So we print this low, come up, print this high, we come down and take the lows. Okay, so we've grabbed liquidity. Now what can we expect? Price to grab liquidity the other way. Now, retail sees high, low, high. They want to see continuation, right? Look how the market reacts for them. Right? Reacts for them. Comes down to the low. And now we've even built liquidity at the lows now. Perfect. Then we spike above. And what do we have right above that liquidity? Liquidity block. Perfect. There is our entry. Stop above. And target to the downside. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, I skipped right by it and didn't even notice the time. But yeah, these are the 3 entries that were valid. And you can see, I'll just continue playing it, but we just melted. Take a look at that price action, right? We get that sell off to the lows, clear that liquidity here, here. Now this is going to be a smart money trap. Look how we induce sellers, we trap them, and then we take all of the liquidity up here. So now think about it. All the sellers are taken out. We've now taken the highs, which means buyers are induced. And look how we've come down, induced buyers, come down even lower, induced even more buyers. How much liquidity we have there? A ton. Then we get another false move to the upside, which tells us what? Another trap is going to happen right here. Just picture how much liquidity is going to be down here, right? So it's just trap, 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 and we're just continuously trading into that liquidity. 1 entry, 2 entry, and then our 3rd entry over there. Targeting either this low, or this low. So not too complicated stuff. This is just very, very clean price action. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the study on the US 30. And